Welcome back to the second segment of our talk on love and compassion and what it was that brought me here to the Philippines. As I every day pray the Holy Spirit would guide me in every action, in every word, in every prayer. Well, I was in Hawaii when I got the calling from the Holy Spirit. I was meditating one morning at this place called the Birthing Stones. This particular area was where the kings of Hawaii would come and birth their children. And for 900 years, this particular area was being used as a sacred birthing grounds. So I believed that there was some special God energy in this area and used it for some of my classes when I would take my students out on field trips to these special sacred grounds and perform our classes there to see about the energy work that this polarity was bringing forth within our lives. So this particular day, I was taking 6 students with me to this area to teach them how to meditate, how to get closer to God, how to bring the Holy Spirit and their higher self together with them through the practice of meditation. Meditation and prayer can be very similar as we empty our mind and focus on God or focus on the Holy Spirit. So I began leading them into this particular sequence of breathing. And in breathing in, I would say, as you're inhaling, you would inhale the word Jesus Christ and Mother Mary and the Holy Spirit. And on the exhale, you would exhale the energies of a color, of a grayish or darkish color you would eliminate from your system. So on the inhale, within each inhale, to think about inhaling a white light, a particular energy through inhaling, breathe in that white light. And on the exhale, you would breathe out a gray or black, darkish color out of your system. And with this, close your eyes. And there's something called here between your eyes, the third eye. It's one of our chakras. And within that chakra, it is a visionary chakra. Because they call it the third eye, you would focus your attention in the center of your forehead. By focusing your eyes towards the center, close them and concentrate on your breath. So in doing this, immediately we formed a circle and each one took a stance of prayer. And then I said, okay, now start the breathing exercises and start the focusing your mind and your energy towards God. At that point, there was a tremendously big rainbow coming our way. And the colors were so magnificent, of the purple at the top, and the green, and the blue, and the yellow, and those colors were so vibrant. I said to them, now focus your attention on those colors and how they're coming at us in this very vibrant way. And they started to think about nothing else but God energy coming from the heavens, and the rainbow being a particular instrument I believe Mother Mary uses in giving us a zone of protection. I think was coming over us as we were calling her in and bringing that beautiful nature of that rainbow color towards us. So asking for God's presence and Mother Mary's presence and the Holy Spirit presence, in comes this rainbow. And how much more beautiful could a scenario get of sitting in the middle of an open field surrounded by 100-year-old eucalyptus trees, giving their fragrance of eucalyptus because of that night rain, and now this beautiful rainbow coming towards us, surrounded by God's nature, surrounded by God's ever-presence in our life. I particularly was going into a trance-like state. And this is the particular day that I was given this message. As my students got bored and thought about, well, the teacher looks like he's going into a trance. We don't know about those things, so let's go for a walk. So the class left, and they left me standing there by myself. And during that time I was by myself, I was able to have this illumination, this particular communication with the Holy Spirit. I was taken from my body. I was taken up through the colors of the rainbow. I was taken up like a vacuum had been taking me to the heavens. And leaving my body behind, it fell to the wayside. It fell between two particularly big stones, and called the birthing stones. Later I was to find they were two kings standing apart from each other. But there I lay in between their feet, and receiving this message, I'm speaking with the Holy Spirit and saying, where would you like to have me be of service on this planet? Because I feel that I've given you my life, and I will always be in your service, but you need to give me some direction. And the answer I was to receive was the Philippines. And as I received that message to the Philippines, and I said, I don't even know where the Philippines is. How would that be that I should go there? And what kind of people live in the Philippines? Well, the Holy Spirit said, I'm giving you the message. I wish you to go to the Philippines. The people I will send to you from this point on will direct you to the proper place that you will be sent to in the Philippines. I said, okay. Then why is my body down there, and why is it laying on the ground? Am I okay? And why do I hear sirens in the background? Are they coming for me? And he said, yes. But just a moment, because as you lay there, we need to show them to believe in miracles. We need to show those people that they need stronger faith. And I said, well, does that mean I'm okay? And he said, yes, you're okay, but you have no pulse. And as the siren stopped there, and the paramedics came, and the police department came, and the fire department came, my students were at the gate. And when they said to the officers, what are you doing here? Well, we got a call that there was someone that had a heart attack, and they're up there in the birthing stones. Well, my students had been there the whole time, and no one had entered, and no one had made a call. They didn't call. And they said, well, who called you? And they said, we don't know. It was an anonymous phone call. Well, that's interesting, but my friend is up there meditating. And he's been up there meditating for the last half an hour, 40 minutes. And the police said, well, we've got orders. We're going in and find him. And they found me laying there. I could feel the paramedic. I could hear everything around me, but I could not move, and I could not speak. And I heard the paramedic say, he has no pulse, and he's cold, so cold. And I felt so warm. I felt as though this warmth of sunshine was just glowing through me. And I said to the Holy Spirit, do you think this would be a good time to let them know I'm okay? No, John, wait one moment, because we really truly need to show them that miracles do happen. And I said, okay, I trust in you. And the next thing I know, they want to roll me over, and they've got these electrical pads that they are preparing. Because I could witness everything that was happening, but I couldn't see it from below. I was seeing it from above. I said, do you think this would be a good time? I don't want to be electrically shocked back to life. And he said, now, John, you can speak. And I said, excuse me, but I'm okay. And the expression of those people jumped back 10 feet and were totally amazed, said, oh, he's alive. And my student said, I told you he was okay, he was just meditating. So they said, sir, we need you to roll over and stand up before we can move or leave the premises. We need to know you're okay. And in that moment, the Holy Spirit allowed me to roll over, stand up, and I went around and I shook everyone's hand and said, thank you so much for coming. It was a real pleasure to know that you are serving the people. God bless you, and I hope now you have a stronger faith that I was only meditating in prayer. So with that note, I was only interviewed by one police officer later, and the rest of them exited, shaking their heads, saying, that was a miracle. Thank you so much. And we will continue the next segment and let you know how I met and who I met to come here to the Philippines.